Hi everyone! Welcome to another episode of Nathan's 3D Factory. In this episode, we're going to make a headstone. That's right, we're going to make a grave for the Halloween theme with spooky season. Yay! Okay, so first thing I want to do, this default cube, I'm going to rename it to Gravestone. There we go. So let's see. Control C. Alright, and then I'm going to do it the same here for the mesh data. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm changing the dimensions to 100 by 20 by 100. Okay. Next, before I tab in edit mode, Control A, scale. I want to apply my scale, so now it's at 1, 1, 1. I'm going to tab into edit mode, and these vertices, I'm going to get rid of by pressing X, B for vertices. And then I'm going to go into edge selection mode by pressing 2. And then I'm going to do Shift S, and I want cursor to selected. There we go. Okay. And then I want to turn on my snaps here for the next step. I'm going to do vertex, rotate, scale, as well as move. Okay. So now I got that all set up where I've got my magnet. Shift A. I'm going to add a circle. Now I want to reduce the vertex count to 16 on this. And then I'm going to take this up to 50 on the radius so that it matches with the 100 across. And then I'm going to align this to view. Now we have a full circle on here, but we only want half of it to match up with the top of this headstone. So we're going to go into vertex mode by pressing 1 on the not on the numpad, but on the top of the keyboard there. X, V. And so now we've gotten rid of that. We can get all. And then we're going to get rid of any double vertices that we have by pressing M by distance. And you'll notice at the bottom we have removed 2 vertices. And next I want to take these items, control click all these, okay? And then I'm going to press F. And now I have a full face on here that I can work with, okay? So now I can copy this and take it to the back face. Now, I don't like n-gons, and in a moment I'll explain what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to go into face selection mode by pressing 3. And then I'm going to press Shift D, Y. There we go. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to bridge them. And go into my edge selection mode and get rid of that. Get rid of that. Those two. Control E. And I'm going to do bridge edge loops. Okay? Now I'm going to select everything and remove doubles. And now we have that so it's a solid piece, right? But now, let's look at this now where I want to convert these into quads for everything. It makes for better editing for sculpting and everything, right? So now I've got my face selection mode, and I'm going to take all these faces. I'm going to press I for inset. And I want this to be inset with a thickness of 10. And then I'm going to do another one by pressing I again. And then I want to do 2. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude this in so it has just kind of like a decorative edge on there, right? Or a reveal, whatever you want to call it. So now we're going to say E for extrude. And I want that to go -4 so it goes inward. So there we go. And now we have that nice decorative border right there. Okay. And now I'm going to tab out of edit mode. So now we have a basic shape where we can start playing around with that. And I'm not just going to stop there. I'm going to add a little bit of detail and kind of like tunify it, right? I want to make it a little cartoony. So to do that, I'm going to go to my modifiers. We're going to say Multi-res. There we go. We're going to subdivide this a few times. So right now, that looks pretty loony, doesn't it? And honestly, I want to just kind of make sure that I've gotten rid of all my doubles. Okay, so I've removed every vertex that I can think of. I can also do a little bit of edge control on this, right? So now I can do this by saying Control R and sliding toward the middle. And I can also turn off that magnet in a moment. Okay, I want that to be 0.8, right? See how that works on there. I'm going to turn off that magnet for a moment. Then I can do the same out here. And just slide it out. Doesn't have to be perfect, but something so that you can get a little bit of control on your edge loops. Okay? We'll do the same thing there. I want a little bit more control on how these go, and I don't want to crease these, okay? Alright, so I'll do a few more of these. I also want to add an edge loop right here by pressing Control R. Alright, there we go. I'm going to change to 1. I'm going to join these together. Okay, I'm going to join those together. There we go. Alright, join those together. So, I'm just going to continue doing these on these, okay? So remember, we're going to do those. We're going to just like take them so we didn't have an end gone. There we go. So, pretty sweet, right? So now, better, but it's not perfect, right? So now I can make another loop cut that goes down here. Now let's look at it. Looks better, right? Alright. I'll add a few more loop cuts here. And I know the multi-res will take care of some things, but you know what? I'd just rather have a little bit more even at the beginning. Okay, there we go. So, better. Now, you can always do stuff where you can do shift N to make sure that all your normals are facing the same way. That was something I should have done from the get-go, so, yeah, that's me. But now we have a few subdivisions that we can work with as well. So now I'm going to go into sculpt mode. There we go. And I'm going to increase the size of my brush. And I'm going to do G for grab. And I'm going to increase my strength by doing shift F. Okay? And then what I can do is I can kind of take these and kind of bend and warp them and do all types of fun things with these, right? Okay. Pretty sweet, huh? Okay. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, after I kind of like grab these and warp these out a little bit, I'm going to do some drawing on here too. I'm going to go to draw now. Okay, I'm going to take that way down. Probably about to there. Okay, now, say R. Take that down a little bit further. R. I. E. So I can start drawing on that with those, right? And then I can also kind of like flatten them out, crease them, do all types of things like that. I'm going to do a pinch on this. Okay. And as I do a pinch, it kind of helps me to increase the resolution so it doesn't look like it's all pixelated, you know? Okay. Kind of ties it together a little bit better with like the pinch there. Kind of cool stuff, right? All right. Then I can also kind of pinch these, take it down a little strength there a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, pretty cool, huh? And then I can also scrape the edges as well. Then it kind of gives that worn look on it, right? That's a little too much right there, but you get the idea. If I scrape the edges, then kind of rounds it off, kind of weathers it, you know? There we go. So anyway, so there's kind of an intro to like doing a headstone for yourself there, right? Add a little bit to the spooky decor. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave comments on what you thought of this tutorial. I hope you learned something that you're able to take it for yourself and apply it for any 3D stuff that you want to do. You're learning Blender, whatever you're learning. So, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.